Alrighty, guys. This is Hailey we have here, and she just finished my 3-month program. Hi, Hailey.
Hi.
So cute. Okay, so tell me, where were you before you started the program in your health?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was in a really weird spot where I had tried a lot of different things. I had gone through some other programs and either didn't finish the program or didn't really feel great about the program or didn't see any changes. And I was really invested in my health and I had a lot of gut issues.
Mhm.
So when I came into the program, I was pretty desperate, honestly. I was at a place where I felt like I was just kind of at my wit's end and I couldn't do it by myself anymore. And I was really tired and I was spiraling. And anytime I would have a spiral, it would be pretty significant. So if I would eat something that made me not feel good, my spiral would be like a couple days of really not feeling good, but then a week, maybe even two, sometimes it was longer, of trying to get back on track with feeling good at all in any way. So I was in a really desperate spot and just tired and kind of cranky, honestly.
Yeah. And what were some of the strategies that we implemented in the 3 months?
Yeah, so in the beginning, I my big focus was on nutrition, and that was really good, and it honestly stayed my sole focus throughout the program. I did get to a spot where I kind of wanted to focus on exercise, and one of the things we implemented was me doing going on walks and me doing yoga for some low impact stuff that also kind of, got my body moving and made me feel good. And another more specific one that we did was a few weeks into the program, I was really craving a lot of sweets, and I've always had a sweet tooth. That's been a big one for me. So one of my favorite things that we implemented was adding a pre-planned dessert for the week. So you have some desserts in like a PDF that I can go through and choose from. And I got to make some for a week, and I would just have that sweet anytime I was craving that, and that worked really well for me. So that was really good. And then another thing recently that we did was writing down how I was feeling after a meal, which I always kind of wrote down how I felt after a meal if it was bad throughout the program, if I like noticed something that I didn't quite feel good about. But I started writing down when I feel good too. And that was really helpful for knowing like some of the best meals that I can have if I'm really having an off day and I want my nutrition to kind of give me a pickup.
Yeah.
So I can have those meals and then also steer clear of these foods maybe because they don't make me feel as good.
Mhm. Yeah. And what were your results?
Yeah, so I have some physical and mental results. My physical results were, sorry, I have them written down here, so I'm
Oh,
looking
you're
to the
good.
side.
You're good.
But my biggest one is more energy. So that was really cool. Which it kind of ties in with one of my mental ones, which is less fog, like waking up in the morning with less fog, having a little bit more energy in the mornings. So that's been really cool. And more energy was a big one. That was my goal for the program. So to reach that goal, and even in the middle of the program, I actually ended up getting really sick and not having any energy. And coming out of that and being on the other side of it, that would have usually been a really big spiral for me. And
Mhm.
I would have probably honestly been out of commission and not feeling good for 2 to 3 months. And instead, it was 3 or 4 weeks, and I was just able mentally, like I was able to bounce back and be like, I know I'm gonna get better. I just have to have a little patience. I can heal my body. And it was that confidence that I have that's been really cool. And I know it's only going to keep getting better. And then let's see, physically, I actually want to exercise. I don't feel like I have to force myself to
Yeah.
exercise. I've got just more energy, and I can tell that my body's just like, hey, let's move today. Like, let's do something. I don't feel like that every day by any means, but I definitely have days where I'm just ready to do some exercise. And my digestion is also seen a really big shift, and that's been really important to me. I've been tracking that for a long time, And when I say tracking it for a long time, I mean, I've been struggling with it for a long time. And so just having regular digestion and not being so bloated all the time, that's been a really cool shift for me.
Amazing. Yay. So exciting. Okay, and what would you say to someone who's sitting on the fence with joining the program, not joining the program? What would you say to them?
I would say that there's really something in this program for everybody. So whatever they're worried about not getting out of it or worried about what they're dealing with, you can address that. As a coach, you can walk beside them with that thing and work on them with that thing. It doesn't just have to be the black and white eating well and exercising. Like, that's not what this program is about. It's about getting to a place where you are doing those things maybe, but the mental shift has been the biggest one for me. It's the less spirals or shorter spirals and the confidence that I have to move forward out of this program by myself and have a good game plan for keeping my health on track and feeling really good. So if you're on the fence about the investment, it's totally worth it. If you're on the fence about the food part, there's different things that you can do, like my treat plan where I have a treat every week that I have, that sometimes I have one every single day.
Yeah.
There's different things for everybody. And I think that you do a really good job of helping people see what that is for them if they're unsure, because sometimes I didn't know what I needed. And if they do know exactly what they're worried about, perfect. Like, dive into it, jump in, be okay with being uncomfortable, and just go for it.
Love it. Thanks so much, Hailey.
Yeah.